How to create an assignment Part 2. In this video, you will learn how to configure submission settings, group submission settings, notification settings, grade settings, restrict access settings, and activity completion conditions. Submission settings. Here, you can decide if you want to require students to click on a submit button to submit their assignment. If you select yes for this option, the student's upload will first be saved as a draft, which you can view, and then they will have to click on a submit button in order for the assignment to be submitted. If this option is set to no, as soon as the student clicks the option to save, the assignment will be submitted. You can also decide if you want to require students to accept a submission statement. Selecting yes for this option will present students with a compulsory statement of ownership that they must agree to in order to proceed with the final stage of their submission. After this, select the number of submission attempts allowed. Group submission settings. To allow group submissions, ensure that the option for students to submit in groups is set to yes. Now, decide if you want to allow only groups to be able to submit by selecting either yes or no for the option, require group to make submission. The option, require all group members to submit, is set by default. Next, you can attach a grouping to the assignment, which is essentially a set of groups. Simply click on the drop-down menu and select the grouping. For this demonstration, we want to allow students to submit in groups. Notification settings. This provides you with the ability to choose whether to notify you, the lecturer, about submissions and late submissions. The Notify Student is enabled by default. Grade settings. Ensure that the grade type is set to point and then set the maximum grade for the assignment. If you have a rubric or marking guide, select that in the grading method drop-down. You can also add the assignment to an existing grading category if any. Set the grade to pass or pass mark. All other options should remain untouched unless necessary. Restrict access settings. This lets you add restrictions to the accessibility of an assignment. We will cover adding restrictions in a separate video. The activity completion conditions are set by default site-wide. However, you can set completion requirements such as to view the activity, make a submission, or receive any grade or a passing grade. If you add any requirements, you can also set a reminder for the students. TurnItIn. By default, TurnItIn should already be enabled. Do not attempt to configure these settings unless you have authority to do so. If TurnItIn isn't enabled, contact a technician or inform the course lead. Finally, click on the option to save. Now you can configure submission settings, group submission settings, notification settings, grade settings, restrict access settings, and activity completion conditions.